time for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between our visitors and the Los Angeles Chargers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. On second down, Langford. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right?
Yeah,
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
throwing on first down. Hawkins.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, Hawkins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Hawkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We give to Langford up the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Hawkins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Hawkins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hawkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the back. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It's caught. Here's Langford.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To number 37. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Houston set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Hawkins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
39 yards.
And he will find his man on the outside. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Langford up the middle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Langford again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there. The defense with 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down, Hawkins. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Hawkins firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. That's taken on the 25. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Hawkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs right.
All right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he returns this to the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
There wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Flyers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Langford. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back to throw here. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Houston's offense taking over again. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead.
Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go play action here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Hawkins.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Langford running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Langford again. Busy man this afternoon. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Hawkins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 86. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
4. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, they run with Langford.
But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 6.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Off play action. Hawkins. And this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Hawkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Hawkins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on third and long. Hawkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down to the 22-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Hawkins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that one makes this a 10-point game. It's 16-6.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Going long here for Wallace. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
Draw play, Langford. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Houston's offense taking over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiple so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.